So Belgian GP, dominators and disappointed. So an amazing weekend, but not an amazing race, in my opinion, as it started with a delay and that too under safety car. But I digress. Let's start with the dominators, and Hamilton is here. I don't like the guy much, but P18 to P7 just shows how good of a driver he is. He kept his head cool and foot buried on throttle and did some wonderful overtakes. Chance is also here along with Alba. So Chance kept his Ferrari ahead of Max and Alex kept a Ferrari of Lewis behind in a Williams, which is amazing to say the least. And they both defended the position for multiple laps. Overall, Ferrari is here with McLaren. Ferrari is here due to Charles' defense and Lewis' attack, and McLaren is here cause P1, P2 in this has kind of cemented them in P1 spot of construction. I am putting Liam here as he was confident and managed his qualifying and race pretty well, and he scored points here. Now coming to disappointers, and boy, do I have a list for you. Let's start with Yuki and Sainz. When they scored points in sprint, many, including me, were hopeful that this weekend will be a new beginning for them. But no. P13 and P18 for Yuki and Sainz when their teammates were P4 and P6. I don't know if this is a car issue or what, but in this season, Sainz and Yuki have been destroyed by their team. Aston is there. They had bad everything. Bad sprint qualifying, bad sprint, bad qualifying and bad race. In race, they were slow and non-existent. They are consistently underperforming and it is not good for the team. Kimi is also here. One driver who I feel never felt comfortable in whole weekend was Kimi. I think the pressure from Mercedes and his teammate performing well is piling up, and I hope he just gets on top of it. Norris is here. Losing a position in a McLaren when you scored pole is just a feat Norris can achieve. I don't want to go too deep into that, but yeah, again he proved that he's not a championship winning material. Last, I'm not sure about Haas. They performed well in sprint where both drivers scored, but in race, Oli was in a fight and ended up in P11, but Ocon was nowhere to be seen. This weekend was kind of a roller coaster where some teams and drivers did well in race, like Hamilton, but amazingly poor in sprint. Some did great in sprint, but were nowhere to be seen in the race, like Haas and Hedger. Also on a side note, I saw Max raising concern about not having a proper wet race as it was delayed in start and we had only proper 9 racing laps on wet or inter tires. But safety comes first. We had accident and even casualty in past due to wet race and lack of visibility. I feel that Max comments were mainly due to his setup would have suited for a wet race, but since most of his was in dry, he wasn't happy. But that is it from my side. Let me know in the comments below whether you agree or disagree with me, and subscribe for more F1 content.